Hey, my name is Bube, and I'm a Golang/JavaScript open source software developer. This is JSONvx, a JSON parser for Go, but a configurable one. You decide what counts as valid JSON instead of the spec deciding for you. Quick context on why this exists. JSON has a strict spec, but the JSON you actually meet in the wild rarely follows it. Go standard encoding/JSON is strict, and that's correct. But it means the moment your input has a trailing comma, a single line comment, an uncoded key, or single quotes, it just gets rejected. And that kind of input is everywhere. Config files, user-generated data, older formats. There is no middle ground. It either matches the spec or it doesn't. So I built JSONvx. It parses JSON, it lets you query the results, and it can format too. Still in the works though. Out of the box, it's strict, matching ECMA 404 spec exactly. But you can dial all the way up to the full JSON5 spec if you want. One go get and MIT license, of course. Here's the basic flow. You make a parser, pass new for the config, and you get strict mode. Call parse, and you get back the root node. Cast it to the type you expect, here as an object. Then query path with a list of path segments, name, then first, and you've reached the value. Parse, cast, query done. I repeat, parse, cast, query done. Now the part that makes JSONvx different, the config. It uses the functional options pattern. It starts strict, and you opt in to each relaxed feature one at a time. WithAllowHexNumbers, WithAllowTrailingCommaArray, WithAllowLineComments, and so on. Or if you just want the lot, there's a JSON5 config that flips everything on at once. Here's it in practice. NewParser config takes a list of those with options. Here I'm allowing trailing commas in arrays and line comments, nothing else. So the parser would accept left bracket 1 comma, 2 comma, 3 comma, right bracket, but still rejects say hex numbers because I've never turned those on. It's granular on purpose. And if you want everything, swap the whole thing for JSONvx.json5 config. A quick word on what you actually get back. Parsing gives you a type tree. Every value is a node, object, array, string, number, boolean, null. You cast the node to the concrete type you expect using AsObject, AsArray, AsNumber, and that confirms the type and hands you the type node in one step. From there, you either walk it with ForEach or jump straight to the value with QueryPath. To be clear about scope, this is not a drop-in replacement for encoding JSON. The standard library is fast, strict, and the right choice when controlling the data and you're marshalling into structs. JSONvx is for the other situation: tools, linters, formatters, config loaders. Everywhere the inputs might be messy or non-standard, it deliberately trades raw speed for clarity and configurability. That's JSONvx, a JSON parser that bends to your rules instead of the other way around. If you're building anything that has to read imperfect JSON, please give it a try, and a star really helps. Remember, JSON on your terms.